Silence is heresy. When the universal laws prescribed by humans allow the stronger to rule over the weak, when these laws prescribe us start differentiating between races, color, or religion, the society starts destructing. And when the society destructs, silence becomes heresy. My dear audience, the history of the world is full of personalities who really believe that the silence at certain circumstances turns into a crime. Whenever they saw someone being ill-treated, disrespected, not getting his rights, they would stand up yelling for their rights. Take the example of the African freedom fighter Nelson Mandela. When he realized that the Africans were not getting the right of freedom, he yelled for their right. Though he was imprisoned during this movement, but he did not turn silent and finally succeeded in providing them the basic human right, the freedom. Another worth mentioning example is our great leader Quaid Azam. When he realized that the Muslims of the subcontinent were not being given their rights, he stood up demanding the separate Muslim state and thereby became our national hero. And when the Muslim imprisoned lady called for help, Muhammad bin Qasim at a very young age conquered sin and proved that yes, silence sometimes becomes heresy. My dear audience, let me give you some examples from a nearer past. Hafiz Bilal Khan, who was a social media activist defending the dignity of the companions of the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Dignity of the companions of the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And just recently, one of the greatest scholars of past, Maulana Adil Khan Shaheed, may Allah bless him, was aimed at by a picked man on one of the busiest road of Karachi. Silence became a crime. And then another one, named Mufti Kifayatullah, receives a message that the next number is yours. Silence became a crime. And in Peshawar, the students of Army Public School were brutally burned to death. Silence became a crime. In Madrasa Zubairiyah, a whole class full of the messengers of peace become the target of terrorism. Mr. President, this long list of victimized, bleeding, peace-loving citizens of society enforces me to break the silence. And at this point, I dare to say yes, silence is a crime, silence is heresy. I belong to the same victimized part of the society. Will I have the permission to stand for the dignity of the companions of the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Will I remain safe and sound if I yell for the right? Will I live a noble life if I stand against the oppressions? The answer will be no if we remain silent. To make it yes, we have to yell aloud against the oppressions. Yell aloud so that we may